So I just got my ass whooped in the first game of the season in the AFG Draft League. I had to suck up my pride and decided to do a replay analysis with the guy who's been helping me build the team. Say hello to Wagon Fruit.
Hello, I'm Wagon Fruit again.
Yes. Sort of a betrayal for you to kind of work against your goat Kuma. But
Yeah.
it, unfortunately, it came back to bite you because you relied on me, which is a mistake that many people make, and they only make once. Either way, let's go by this turn by turn.
Yep.
This is a learning experience for me. It's a learning experience for the people at home. Hopefully, yeah. So the team we were piloting. You want to talk about that first, probably, right?
Yeah, sure. So, basis of the team was Kirim and Revavroom are breaking for each other and trying to win the game.
Correct.
Zam is your security. Finny and Gligar are your mid game and kind of checks. And then Scarf Rotom is also kind of bulky, but it's your lead to prevent as best you can rocks from going up or offensive momentum to immediately go in his favor.
Right.
So that is the idea of the team. We have 2 Taunters to prevent setup. We have an Encore Mon to deal with setup, and a lot of this was catered toward not letting Dragonite DD, because if it got one for free, then you would kind of just lose. So we made it so that no matter what it's fighting against, we can deal with it trying to click DD, and even if it does, we do have a one-time Megazam Encore answer, which outspeeds Adamant +1, I think. Maybe even Jolly. I think it was Jolly, actually.
Yep.
Yeah. So we don't totally care about the health on most of this stuff. The main thing is getting Kirim and Revavroom clean entry points to try to win the game.
Yeah. There is some calcs here for some specific scenarios.
Yeah.
But
if they ever come up, then we can point them out. I don't think it's like too important.
It's probably
Basically, just know that like pretty much everything, even without Rotom's Choice Scarf, outspeeds D-Knight Base, outspeeds Hoopa, and Revavroom outspeeds Treads after a spin with Shift Gear and whatever. Everything else is relatively general, pretty obvious what they're for.
Yeah.
Except for like maybe Finny, but you know.
Yeah. All right. So, anyway, right. Okay. So, a bit of a fact about me before we get into this. I hate looking at myself critically. Maybe that this is gonna get a little. I mean, I don't know if it's personal, but a little bit of a peek inside my psyche. When I get into something, I don't know if it's just due to my autism or whatever it is. If I get into something, I take it way too serious. No matter what happened with Smash Bros. When I was a competitive Smash player, it drained my love of the game, and it made me kind of hate it. Same thing kind of goes with this. If it's something I really care about, I will get actually upset if I ever if I make a blunder, or if I, it's hard for myself to go back and look at stuff critically because of my own mental state. It's kind of the weak spot in my competitive mindset is my own mental game. So this is a channel first for me. We're going to see how I got 5-0'd by Sinistcha. Spoilers.
5-0'd? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, the whole game was a 3-0. It wasn't actually that far off from you.
Sinistcha got
winning.
5 kills, but...
Yeah, it got 5 kills, but yeah.
Alright. Yeah, look at the team, no ghost resist. What do you figure? Either way, let's get started.
Yeah.
Right.
So you lead Rotom as planned.
Mm-hmm.
First Treads. So the big thing that you should notice immediately is there's no Dragonite.
Yes.
We
Yeah,
don't even
I
need to
forgot to
fear
mention
it.
that. Yeah,
we don't
there was
even
no
need to
Dragonite.
fear it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
What else didn't come? Just out of curiosity.
Miltank.
Tank, which isn't like big deal. Just means you don't have to click Focus Blast, which is nice.
I think most of everything that we thought would show up did show up.
Yep. And we're glad that we put sub on a couple mons for the
Yep.
Mega Absol.
Yep, even though it didn't end up mattering, but we'll see.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it could have.
it could have.
So yeah, the first thing is the whole point of this Rotom lead is we don't want to let rocks go up. So no matter what, you're gonna overheat here, and you did do that.
Yes.
Which is very nice.
And
Boom.
it hit. Thank God.
Trench is fully gone. This is now a winning position.
Yeah.
So here's the Coco. We have a clean play. Let's go Gligar. It's fine. Would you do that?
Yeah.
And you see a light screen. Now let's pause.
Mm-hmm.
You see a light screen. Now the big thing is what now you have to like realize what is the threat right now. So Mega Absol can't really hit a healthy Tapu Fini. He does have to wait before that thing can actually start breaking through your whole team.
Mm-hmm.
The Hoopa doesn't really have setup. It has Calm Mind, but you have 2 physical win conditions that outspeed it.
Right.
You don't care. And Primarina, it could be scary, but it also, like, it gets Calm Mind, but he just clicked Light Screen. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the main threat right now is Sinistcha, because Sinistcha is physically bulky, and it comes in on Gligar quite easily. So you click rocks here, which is good. I think it's totally fine to click rocks. You just get the turn. He clicks taunt. So now what? Quick pause again.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Well, I went in the that. Okay, wait. Let's talk about this on stream. This was a misclick. All right. You're probably wondering why the hell did you go hard into this, you crazy
Okay.
bastard. All right. But
That's true. But this actually wasn't so bad, and we're gonna get into why for like in a moment.
yeah.
But so you see taunt and light screen.
Yeah.
It's probably also reflect if he's prioritizing getting a screen up on a free turn,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's got 1 attacking move.
Yeah.
This thing is not an offensive threat anymore. You now, your job is to position so that you don't lose to anything else he could pivot into.
Mm-hmm.
So you actually go to Finny here, which is kind of nice. It was by accident. You didn't have to do this, but you did go to
Yeah.
Finny.
Yeah. It was not a bad play in retrospect.
So-
yes.
Right. So you went to Finny. And then, so like what this invites is like, if he's Volt Switch last, he would click it here because you
Yeah.
just went to Finny.
Yeah.
And then you go Gligar and he clicked Taunt.
Right.
So what that pretty much tells you is he can't hit Finny,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And Finny has faster Taunt versus everything in the back except for Absol. And
So I should
Absol,
have abused that. Yeah.
yes. So your best click here is not to click Earthquake, which you did. You panicked, clicked Earthquake after, like accidentally
Yeah.
going to Finny. So it was totally understandable that you panicked did it, but this was a bigger misplay than you thought. Your best click always here is U-turn because you get perfect reaction on whatever he
Yeah.
switches in.
Yeah.
And if he goes Sinistcha,
Yeah.
like you could get like Kiraman and then you just win the 1v1. If he stays in for whatever reason, you get to go Finny and you have a taunt that is threatening the entire team. You have Nature's Madness, which chips down everything since this Coco doesn't have Roost. And you would be in a totally fine position. But unfortunately what you did was you clicked Earthquake,
Yeah.
which was like, it was a panic run. It's understandable, but this actually made a really big difference.
It really did. Now I'm looking at it.
Yeah. So this Sinistcha now has a free turn, and that really sucks.
Yep.
So you gotta deal exactly with what's in front of you, but also you go Zam here, which is like, I understand it. You're thinking you can pause.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. So it's interesting because like I wasn't totally against you going Zam, but the thing is, your whole point of your Rotom lead, like when you're leading a Pokemon like this on an offensive like game plan, Rotom is pretty expendable. So a better course of action that you could have done is save your Mega Alakazam, and you can just go into Rotom and trick it. Because you're a max HP Rotom, you're not going to die to anything.
Yeah.
And if he clicks Calm Mind a second time, because realistically he does need that to break through of max HP Rotom with a Sinistcha, you now have locked him into Calm Mind.
Yeah.
And you're still totally fine. Unfortunately, you went Megazam, and like if he was Calm Mind, like this would have been totally fine too. Unfortunately, he was Trick Room, which was good prep for sure. But yeah, it was unfortunately like a bit misuse of resources. It looks like a here for ship. I mean, yeah, I guess once you're in with Zam, you do have to kind of just do this. Fortunately, it shouldn't realistically be the end of the world. It's just quite unfortunate. And now you went Rotom to Trick, which is perfectly fair. So yeah, this is fine. This is fine.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
This is physically making me. Okay.
It's totally chill. It's totally chill. Okay, so we could go back. We could go back like a turn or two, because I do want to just cover like
go back. No, I'm kidding.
These little interesting interactions.
Sure.
This is fine. The trick was good.
Right. Okay.
So here, this is really interesting, and I don't necessarily disagree with what you did. Thing is, first thing to note, once again, Rotom is expendable. We don't really need it, especially now that the scarf is gone. But also,
yeah.
you just tricked it a choice scarf. So whatever it clicks, it's now locked into.
Yeah.
You have 2 water resists, and a fairy resist. Like you have both your win conditions can take advantage of a stab move it clicks.
Yeah.
You're not really in any danger. So you could Volt Switch here.
Yeah.
And realistically, like, I think, like, it's understandable.
With a choice scarf, they were still faster than me in Trick Room.
Yeah.
Than this.
But also, I don't know. Like, you could calc that, I guess. Like, do you die to a Surf right now?
I'm pretty sure I would. If this is modest from Arena, because they're bringing it down to Trick Room, which is what I counted for, I'm pretty sure I just die.
Let's see. This is interesting.
But yeah,
so
I was overvaluing Rotom in this game. And I don't know why I sacked Sam. That was a really good play. I should have kept it, like especially because that's my fucking mega slot. And yeah.
Yeah, Zam was it was definitely nice security, and having Mega Zam, like let's say you killed something with a pivot move, and going Mega Zam, he now can't get screens up again, which would have been nice positioning too.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do die to a Surf, so it's fair. In this position though, it is nice to look into like what would happen if you just click Surf here, and then you get
Kiraman.
you get Kiraman for free.
Right. Yeah.
Like Trick Room is gonna end in 1 turn, I think that says. So you do also get a DD. Reflect ends. He can't get Prim in the following turn because he's switching out of Prim. Like this could have been an advantageous position for you. Like these kinds of like interesting interactions are what you would like to take advantage of. And to be fair, you did go Kirim, but you gave him a bit of play out of that position by hard switching instead of clicking Volt Switch.
Yep. Yeah. I agree with that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And Volt Switching to the no ground type is
That's one of the like technical misplays that I like don't really care that much about, because that is tough to see. Like you don't want to just sack your Rotom for no reason, right? But there is a little bit of reason there.
No,
but
yeah.
I wouldn't nitpick about that, but it's cool to touch on because maybe you'll look for that in a future game.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So now Coco's in. You click Spear, which is nice. But again, the main goal here is the Coco is not a threat. We want to deal with the thing in the back, and we've already seen the whole Sinistcha set, right? So we want to make sure we
No,
prevent that
haven't.
trick
We
room
have
because that is
not
deadly.
we have not seen the whole Sinistcha set.
Well, we haven't seen the whole thing, but we've seen it click trick room, and that's the main
Yeah.
threat.
Okay.
So we want to make sure by getting Finny in to taunt
Right.
is basically our best way of preventing that.
Abzo comes in and clicks knockoff on loaded dice. I just try and get chip.
Yeah, I mean this is also like all totally fine.
I wish I had kept this around for this thing, but I didn't want clicking SD and then beating me. So
yeah, realistically, you didn't need your Finny's boots anymore, so you could have gone hard Finny. It would have probably kept your position like hard winning. But yeah, going Rotom was the final misplay. You clicked overheat and gave Sinistcha a perfect opportunity to get Trick Room up.
Yeah.
If you had gone Finny to revenge this instead of Rotom, you could have had that taunt ready for the Trick Room.
You're right. And and from
Past
this point,
there's nothing to go over. There's no way for you to win.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, set of the week. Okay. Wow.
It was like, to be fair, like he did prep, like overall he prepped relatively well. I do think our prep was better.
I think we could have won.
It was just harder to use. Yes. We can go over just like for a moment at the very end. If you go back a couple turns, like right after he killed the Gligar and he just lost his Trick Room.
Right.
Is it better here? Yeah. Is it better here to go Finny or to go Revavroom?
I should have clicked taunt.
Maybe, but it's a little interesting. I'm not totally sure because I'm not sure if he would have clicked Trick Room in front of Revavroom. But he probably would have. I guess he probably would have. Yeah. I guess it doesn't matter. So best play is, I guess, to click taunt, but it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, and yeah.
It would have taken severe outplay to even hope to win from this position. Like, I guess what you could have tried to do is taunt into hard Revavroom on the Machakatcha, and then like try to finish up with Finny. It's not realistic, so you don't really need to think about it. But yeah, there was a few, like, you actually didn't like make like a billion misplays. It's just on offense it is harder to manage, but when you do manage it correctly, it is harder for your opponent to answer it. That's the big trade-off.
Yeah, it's kind of just not even my team style. It's just kind of the big thing.
Yeah, it's tough. Unfortunately, you did draft a really offensive team.
I mean, yeah, because I'm trying things, but like what I know this is your first game that you worked with me, so you didn't know how I played or even how I act in game.
I mean, frankly, I didn't really care. I just wanted to get you the best build that I could think of,
and that's really
could work against everything.
Right.
Like, if I had known that you were better with like a fatter playstyle, I still probably would have pushed for this because like, I think he brought a plot Sinistcha. Like, we didn't really want to give him turns, you know.
I just didn't think about plot Sinistcha.
Sinistcha's a bit complicated. The benefit with this kind of prep is we had so much disruption tools that if we reacted correctly, we could have dealt with anything.
And I didn't. Yeah.
But it is harder to use for sure. So it's a perfectly reasonable loss. Kuma is a good player and he prepped pretty well. But it's important to see where we could have improved that.
Is it gonna sound a lot like, I know my attitude right now is horrible, and I'm fully aware of that, and it sounds like, oh, this guy's ever gonna fucking improve. I really want to get better at this. I do. And
you will.
And I will. Hopefully. But I don't know why. Like I mentioned, my mental is super anti watching me fuck up, because I always feel like, oh, I hate facing the reality of I could have won had I not just panicked. Like, that reality sucks, and like it, because I always want to fight the like when I'm laddering in videos, I get actually upset that I get lower. I'm like usually lower ladder because it's so much harder for me, in my opinion, to fight the people that don't know what they're doing as opposed to people that do know what they're doing. But
That's literally, you're absolutely right. It is harder
it's
to make plays and be like, this is objectively correct,
Yeah.
versus
which is
worse
why
opponents.
initially I was like upset that I didn't get top division in this league, because I was like, I don't want to ever lose because I wasn't expecting an objectively bad thing to happen, and like that irks me. That makes me not want to play anymore, that kind of thing, when that shit happens. And unfortunately in Pokemon that shit can't happen because of the RNG aspect. But like, yeah, doing the self-reflection stuff, especially on games like this where it's like I could have won had I just looked at my tools and just said like, okay, what could happen here, instead of panic clicking. Yeah, that sucks to think about. But like, I need to, improve on that kind of stuff. So I do want to, and that's why I'm uploading this video. It's showing me in a pretty vulnerable spot, but like, it's good. It's good to learn from that stuff, and hopefully, I get a rematch with this guy.
For sure.
Even though,
like, I also get, like, sometimes I will get really pissed when I lose. Sometimes it's, and like when I'm most pissed, it's when I believe that someone has done something objectively incorrect and it punished what I did.
yeah,
That's the worst. So nowadays I am just trying to keep my play very safe, keep my prep covering everything, no matter what, so that, like, even if I lose, I can be like, I couldn't have justified anything better, And if I misplay, I prefer that, because then I can actually go back in the replay and be like, okay, if I had done this, I would have won. How can I figure out that I should have done this? And so I think the biggest takeaway for you here is, when you see something new, when you weren't expecting, like the screens on the top of Coco,
Yep.
reset your mind and be like, okay, what am I actually scared of right now? And eventually you would have come to the conclusion that Sinistcha is the biggest threat. And also a bit of remembering what your prep actually was. I remember you saying in the game, like, if he's a no invest treads, we will OHKO with overheat. We actually calced so that we would OHKO a max HP treads.
Did we?
Just in case.
Oh, really?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Oh.
So you actually knew nothing about that treads.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah. But I mean, it
calling
didn't
me out like
impact,
that, damn.
No, I mean, it didn't impact anything at all. But it's like, we want to remember what our prep is. Otherwise, everything's kind of out the window,
Yep. Yeah. Thanks for the replay analysis. I'll upload this and probably go lay in bed and bash my head into a wall for 14 minutes. And
man, it's great that this happens first week, because now you have the entire season to recover. You're gonna be fine.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned, because Wagon Fruit and I have another collab coming up. If you know of what I mostly do on this channel, you might be able to guess it. Anyway, peace, y'all.